serio por lo que pasó. No me di cuenta. No me di cuenta de lo que había pasado. No reaccioné en su momento, así que bueno, vamos a ver de vuelta el modo historia del tercer año. Y vamos a ver qué fue lo que pasó, obviamente con el audio y todo eso, ¿no? Si lo quieren ver sin audio, lo pueden ver en el directo, no lo voy a borrar. Si lo quieren ver sin audio, pero bueno, vamos a verlo esta vez con audio, como debe de ser. Así que bueno, la verdad que es increíble, sinceramente. Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver.
You're in trouble. Winifred? Is that you? I've been looking everywhere for you. He's watching you. He'll say he's a friend, but don't trust him. Who is? What are you talking about? And where have you been? I tried to find you, but... Don't lie to me, Ivy. You didn't want to find me. No, that's not true. Winnie, please don't go. I'm sorry. Look at what's become of me, Ivy. Because of you.
Pobrecita. ¿Tengo que hacer de vuelta esto? No. ¿O sí? No sé. No sé si lo tengo que hacer de nuevo. Sí. Ok, al menos ahora ya sé. Evanesco. Ok, listo.
Are you okay, Ivy? Yes, I was dreaming. I'm fine. Are you sure? That looked like a nightmare to me. Lottie, that last sketch you gave me nearly caught fire. Robin and Kevin said they'd meet us on the train. Shall we get on board?
Sure. We'll catch up with you in a minute. I went to Azkaban last week to visit my mother.
Oh my! Was it scary?
Cold, silent, lonely. It was awful. They say it was worse when the Dementors were guarding the gates, but I can't imagine how. My mother tried to be strong, but I could tell she's having a difficult time. I wish I could help her.
How much longer will she be there?
At least a year. It's so unfair. She didn't do anything wrong. The Ministry just wanted to make an example of her because of not me and all their public displays. They're embarrassed by the bad publicity. Now anyone who performs magic in front of a muggle is going to pay the price.
like your mother. I'm so sorry, Daniel. I wish there was something we could do.
Without changing the law, there's nothing to do. I think my sister took it worse. She said someone was spying on us. I think she was just being paranoid, but then I thought I saw someone following me earlier. Just glad to be going back to school.
We better get ready. The train will be leaving soon.
Muy bien, vamos a ver qué onda.
Did you hear? Someone's got a Firebolt Supreme!
Really? A firebolt?
A Firebolt Supreme! Elliot Evers saw them taking it off the train last night. If that were my broom, I wouldn't let it out of my sight. Hey, what happened to your face?
Oh, just a little unpacking accident. I didn't realize unpacking was so dangerous.
It is when it's a firebolt that doesn't want to hold still.
The Firebolt Supreme is yours?
Yes, my mum wants me to try out for the house Quidditch team. I'm not very good, especially on the firebolt.
Then I'll train you. You'll be flying circles around the competition in no time.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Robin. You can try the firebolt too, if you want.
Son tan lindos.
I'm just excited. When do you want to start? How about this weekend?
Well, I suppose we could start sooner.
We've still got 20 minutes before potion starts. Let's go!
Aren't we all going to Hogsmeade this weekend?
Oh, yes. I can't wait. I've been dreaming about butterbeer all summer.
Ok.
This place is wonderful, and we're not even breaking the rules to be here like last year.
Speaking of broken things, how many bones do you think Kevin will break learning to fly that broom of his?
That's mean. I'm sure Robin will have him flying like a champion in no time. She's really quite good. Hey, who's that with Professor McGonagall? They're from the Ministry. Lottie saw them walking with Professor McGonagall this morning. She also overheard one of them mention not me before they went into McGonagall's office. That's interesting. Do you think they're trying to recruit McGonagall to catch not me? Possibly. Or perhaps they're looking for suspects. At Hogwarts? Maybe. Think about Gorski. So an anarchist in our midst seems possible. Daniel?
I think my sister was right. We're being watched.
What?
Don't both look at once. There's a goblin. He's been spying on us since we got here.
He looks more interested in his fire whiskey to me.
Trust me, I caught him staring our way more than once. He must have been the one following me at the train station.
Do you recognize him?
But there is something familiar about him, like a memory from a long time ago. Let's follow him.
Are you mad? He might be dangerous.
All the more reason to find out what he's up to. Come on, or we'll lose him.
Como decía, mi personaje se ve más grandecita acá. No sé, como que yo la veo más, más adulta, no sé.
Are you sure he came this way? Maybe he's hiding.
He wasn't clever enough to avoid us following him, was he?
Unless he does know. Maybe we should head back to the castle.
Wow! Looks like somebody bought out all of the Weasleys' wildfire whiz-bangs.
I don't think those are fireworks. Look out!
Something's wrong. Look, the branches are catching fire.
It must be the goblin. There he is!
That's not a goblin. He's much too big. And that mask! I've never seen anything like it.
Mi personaje presumiendo su varita.
Chinese fireball dragon. Also,
I'll go first. I'm ready if you are.
standard book of spells. Whip bang. T-Bow's assault. That's impressive. Paragon. Bewitched snowball.
This isn't over. You can still win.
Incendio. Ninja 2000. Thunderbird. Expulso. Standard book of spells.
All right. There goes nothing.
Apugno. Incendio. Swelling solution. Whooper. Ninja 2000. Chinese fireball. Expulso. Confringo. Standard book of spells. Orb of light. Watch out! That's impressive. Orb of water.
Listo.
I think my arm is broken. We better get you to the matron. She can fix it.
What do you think you're doing?
Professor Longbottom? Someone was attacking us.
We fought him, but he got away. He was wearing a white mask. And there was also a goblin.
You fought a masked wizard and a goblin.
Just the wizard. The goblin disappeared before the fighting started.
Did anyone else see you?
No, it was just us.
So much damage. And you're hurt.
My arm is broken.
We better get you to the hospital wing. You two can tell your tale to the headmistress.
Me encanta Neville.
Wait, what is that?
There's writing on it. What does it say?
It says, "My spies see all, and right now they see you. If you'd rather not meet an end most tragic, return that which you stole and unlock all magic." It's from not me.
¿Pero qué será eso de Ontem? Barra not me. O sea, no entiendo. No entiendo si es una rebelión contra el hecho de que exponen el estatuto del secreto o qué. No lo sé. Eso es algo que no entiendo todavía. Pero bueno. Muy bien. Vamos a seguir con las misiones. Ahora ya que estoy grabando con audio. Bueno. Esta fue de la poción multijugos y esta fue de la esencia de díctamo. En esta tuve que básicamente recoger díctamo para curar a un hipogrifo herido. Y bueno, luchar contra un troll. Y en esta hicimos poción multijugos, que Daniel la estaba haciendo, pero bueno, se quedaba dormido, así que lo ayudamos. Básicamente a completar la poción. Y saqué un bueno. Porque me equivoqué en varias cosas. Pero bueno. Ahora vamos con los acompañantes de los gemelos Frey. Que no sé de qué va esto, pero bueno. Y ya luego desbloqueamos esta nueva, que es el capítulo 2, la llave perdida. Así que bueno, vamos por partes, dijo Jack. Y vamos a ver. Por cierto, quiero que vean este libro. Siempre se va cada vez que... Como que lo empujamos, básicamente. No sé por qué razón, pero bueno, se va. Se mete ahí. No sé qué es. ¿Qué tengo acá? Ah, tengo para comprar una poción. A ver. Bueno, acá está para hacer la poción multijugos. Pero bueno, necesito un cabello de la persona en la que me quiero transformar. También tengo para elaborar la poción curativa. Vamos a hacerla. Y además no está realmente. ¿Qué más puedo hacer? Creo que ya no puedo hacer nada más. Que por cierto, ya los estoy desbloqueando todas. Me queda esta, que es la poción de embellecimiento, ¿ok? Así que bueno. Creo que ya las tengo todas desbloqueadas, ¿eh? Solo me falta esta. Sinceramente no pensé que las pociones se desbloquearían así. Sinceramente, no lo pensé. Completando misiones. Pero bueno. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Ready, brother? Yes, brother. I'm ready. Komoto Wibbly.
Stop it! You're going to hurt someone!
That's the point, isn't it?
Dije, ¿qué pasó? Ok, a ver.
What are you saying? Did you just curse your brother? On purpose?
Course he did. How else am I gonna know what it feels like? That was jelly legs, yeah?
Quite right, brother. Was it painful?
Curse weren't, but the fall were definitely a discomfort. Standing seems to be too difficult.
Of course. Excellent. All right, then. Let's get you back on your feet.
I don't understand. I thought you were dueling.
Hear that, Fisher? This one thinks that were a proper duel.
Haven't been in many duels, have you? Not supposed to stand there and let your opponent have a free shot.
We know how dueling works.
Maybe so, maybe not. Either way, you won't be ready when the time comes to fight. Not like my brother and I. Together, we're practically unstoppable.
That's right. We got experience, know all the best curses, jinxes and hexes too, and what they feel like.
How else you supposed to know if you're getting better at it? More it hurts, more powerful it is.
That's barbaric.
It's not. It's a matter of trust. I trust my brother, and he trusts me. Ain't that right, brother?
Yes, brother. It's like father said. Trust each other and no one else. That's how we do.
You see? Trust.
I don't have to curse my friends to know who to trust. Maybe if you tried making a few more friends yourself, you'd understand that.
We prefer to attack. If you're always on the defensive, you'll never win a duel. That's just common sense.
I don't think that's right.
No? Perhaps a demonstration is in order.
Fine. A duel it is.
Buenas, Jack.
You all right, brother?
I'm fine. And this isn't over.
That was fun. Hopefully that'll teach those two that it's good to practice a few defensive spells.
Do we really want them to be better at dueling?
Oh, right. Though they may have a point.
What do you mean?
Well, in a battle, it would be helpful to have allies who know how to cast curses, especially if there are two of them.
In that case, we better make sure we get on their good side.
Ok. Vamos a probar a los gemelos. Siendo que ya los usé varias veces, pero bueno, no importa.
I'll get you for this.
Así de fácil. Puro ataque básico fue. Ay, bueno, ándale. Eso fue todo. Qué decepción. Muy bien. Ok, nos vamos al siguiente capítulo de la historia. Busca una llave perdida. Ok.
There you are. How's your arm, Ivy? Better. What did I miss?
The Ministry people were not pleased to hear about the message from Not Me. They think it's a threat against them.
There's going to be an investigation. That's why they sent for you. They want to question us at the same time.
Question us? Do they think we had something to do with it?
I'm sure the Ministry will try to blame us for this, just like they blamed my mother for something she didn't do.
Oh, hello, Professor Dumbledore.
Hello there. We've met before, haven't we?
Yes, sir. 2 years ago. We came here to, borrow the pensive.
Ah, yes, I remember. And here you are again, looking every bit as troubled as you were during your first visit.
This is new trouble.
Ministry trouble.
Good for you.
Excuse me? How is that good?
Well, it's been my experience that a rebuke from the Ministry most likely means you're doing something right.
Bueno, ponele.
Miss Warrington, you're here. Good. This is Lindarina Crane. She works in the Ministry's improper use of magic office and would like to ask you a few questions.
Yes, a brief interrogation will do. First, you two may have your wands back. Miss Warrington, if I might borrow yours a moment. An incarcerous spell. Very impressive for a witch of your age, but not particularly useful if your intention is to incinerate a tree.
I was not intent on any such thing.
Yes, I know you weren't, and neither were your friends. Of course, you might have been involved in some way.
We weren't.
Yes, I believe you. You were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or perhaps it was the right time, as you seem to have stopped the villain mid-deed. Bravo. You claim the suspect was wearing a white mask with distinctive markings, correct? Can you draw this for me? Yes, that's definitely not me. And we're so close. All we need to do is simply track the suspect back to their classroom and collect our confession.
I'm sorry, but did you say classroom? Are you suggesting another student is involved?
Don't be ridiculous. Clearly it was a professor.
A Hogwarts professor? That is ridiculous.
Is it? Were you aware that nearly all of Not Me's demonstrations have occurred during school holidays?
Well, no, but we're not on holiday now, are we?
You are not, but this particular demonstration occurred at Hogwarts. Coincidence? I think not. I only require access to the staff, students, classrooms, grounds, and all miscellaneous magical creatures found on the premises.
Is that all?
Yes, that should do, for now.
Well, go on then. You're dismissed.
You were right, Ivy. Not Me is at Hogwarts. Crane certainly thinks so, although it sounds like she was convinced of that before she arrived.
And that's why we need to watch her. If we don't, another innocent person might end up under the Ministry's thumb.
Ya veo.
There you are. Prophet. 3 students at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry were cleared of all charges after initially being suspects in a brazen attack in Hogsmeade. According to lead investigator Lindarina Crane, the dangerous display was undoubtedly the work of the anarchist organization known as Not Me, despite the fact that no Muggles were present to witness the event.
Clearly, the Prophet does not approve of the Ministry's handling of the Not Me scandal.
You see? They're looking for someone to blame to appease the press. It would have been us if they could have twisted the truth.
Sounds to me like someone's upset they didn't get their picture in the paper. Poor little Danny Page, still not famous. Lay off, Cassandra. Oh my! Look at that!
Good morning, class. Today, I have something very special to share with you. Mimbulus mimbletonia. It's a hybrid, in fact. They don't normally grow this large. If we're lucky, it'll bloom this spring, which is a very rare occurrence indeed.
It smells awful!
Oh, yes. Quite dreadful. It's the pustules, which I strongly advise not touching unless it's always been your desire to be covered in stink sap. Of course, once the plant becomes familiar with you, it's quite friendly. Or, if you're on maintenance duty, at least wearing protection.
Like, say, a mask.
May I help you?
Yes, Professor Longbottom. Is it?
It is, Miss Crane. I'm surprised you don't remember me.
Oh, I know who you are, Professor. It's hard to miss a hero of the Battle of Hogwarts.
That's not what I meant. We were at school together. You were 3 years ahead, but still found time to laugh at my occasional misfortune, more than once as I recall.
Now, as I understand it, you were the first on the scene once the smoke had cleared. Is that correct, Professor?
I arrived just as the fire had subsided, yes.
Interesting. And what were you doing in Hogsmeade?
I was headed to the Three Broomsticks. Is that a crime?
No, of course not. Odd that you chose the path you did, so close to the square, so far from the tavern.
It wasn't Professor Longbottom. It was the other wizard.
Yes, the man in the mask, who you described as tall, broad-shouldered, and quite adept with a wand. Where is your wand, Professor? I might want to hear it.
Ooh, be careful, Miss Crane. I don't think it likes you. As for my wand, the last few spells I cast all went toward mending the damaged tree in Hogsmeade.
How convenient. I'll be back.
I think you better go before Miss Crane thinks we're conspiring together.
Wow, qué bien que se lo tomó igual, ¿eh? Se lo tomó bastante bien.
I can't believe she suspects Professor Longbottom. She suspects everybody. Oh, look, it's an owl.
For me, I'll never get post.
I thought no one knew about your family.
So did I. Apparently, I was wrong.
Maybe there's a note. Check on the back.
It's an address in Hogsmeade and a message.
What does it say?
It says, "Come alone." That's the goblin we saw before. He was spying on us.
What do we do now? He's only expecting Daniel, right? We can sneak up behind him and then... Hey, why aren't you paying attention?
Run!
Where do you think you're going?
Confringo!
You look like you could use some help.
Chinese fireball dragon! Expulso!
That's it for me. Don't give up.
Nimbus 2000! Incendio! That's impressive! Thunderbird! Confringo! Expulso! Standard Book of Spells!
All right, here goes nothing.
Protego Diabolica!
Ok.
Daniel Page and Associates. My name is Victor Gridley. Welcome to my humble abode. I trust you found your way without incident.
No trouble. Until we were attacked.
Perhaps next time you'll follow instructions and come alone.
Don't count on it. Wherever he goes, we go.
Feisty. I like her. As for you, Daniel, you're bigger than when last I saw you. As I recall, you spent most of my visit hiding behind your mother's robes. Quite proud of you, she was. Had big plans. It's a shame how things turned out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come now, Daniel. There's no need to hide who we are. A certain moral flexibility is nothing to be ashamed of. Kalina knew that. It's what made her a first-class criminal.
My mother is not a criminal.
No. She earned herself a holiday in Azkaban for being an upstanding citizen, did she?
It's the Ministry's fault. Because of their ridiculous laws about performing magic in front of muggles. They needed someone to blame, so they sent her to Azkaban. She's innocent.
Spoken like a true criminal.
What do you want?
Only what is mine, my dear. Kalina owes me a debt. Perhaps you've seen a coin like this.
It's the coin you showed us last year.
I made it, as I made the one I gave to your mother. It's meant to remind her of the debt she owes, which, as you can see, is long overdue. Now, as she is presently unavailable, I would like her son to pay it.
I don't have any money.
Of course you don't. That is why I have a task for you.
I'm not going to do your dirty work.
No, my boy, these hands are clean. I am merely a procurer of very special, sometimes hard to find items. I'm simply a businessman.
You're a thief. You probably want me to steal something from Hogwarts that you can't get to. That's it, isn't it?
You're half right. I do need your access, and the item in question is indeed very special. It's a key, a skeleton key, capable of unlocking any door, be it magical or muggle. But you won't be stealing it. You'll be returning it to its rightful owner, me.
Are you saying that someone stole this key from you and hid it at Hogwarts?
Not just the key, but the thief as well. One of your professors, no doubt. I don't have a name, but I do know he or she is a member of Not Me. I tracked the scoundrel to Hogwarts, but was unable to secure a name. The fireworks display was simply an attempt to force them into the light.
You pretended to be the Order so that the real Not Me would expose themselves.
And had you not got in the way, my associates would have learned the fool's identity. That task now falls to you. I don't care how you do it. I read about the Ministry's investigator. Follow her if you must. I want the culprit and my key.
I already told you I'm not going to help you.
No? Don't you want to help your family? Help your mother and your sister?
You leave Esme alone. She's not even a witch.
Which means it's up to you to protect her by whatever means necessary. Don't be afraid of who you are, Daniel. Embrace it. Good boy. Do not attempt to alert any of your professors, because I will find out. And just in case you're still not convinced...
Es un bogart, ¿no? Ah, no, es totalmente real. Oh my goodness.
Incendio! Thunderbird!
I'll go first. I'm ready if you are.
Also! Standard Book of Spells! Obscurity! Whizbang! T-Bow's Assault!
This isn't over. You can still win.
Glacius. Nimbus 2000. Incendio. Expulso. Standard Book of Spells.
Qué pelada.
It's been difficult to their kind since they joined forces with you-know-who and lost. The Ministry refused to let them return to Azkaban, leaving most to wander. I found this one in a very dark corner of London and made a deal with him. He helps me with persuasion, and I make sure he gets a square meal now and then. If you don't want your sister to join us for tea, bring me what I ask for.
Hijo de Buda, weón. No puede ser más sorete.
He has a Dementor. What are we going to do?
We do what he says. We find Not Me and get back this key.
All while keeping Crane from finding it first. This is not going to be easy. Maybe we should tell a professor. Or better yet, the headmistress. Professor McGonagall will know what to do.
No! You heard what Gridley said. We can't risk him going after Esme. Plus, if we tell someone, the whole school will find out my family is in prison, and that is the last thing I want.
Would it really be so bad if people knew?
Yes! It would never be the same!
Wow. Ok. Chuta, no quería eso. Ok. Manual de carta. Ah, mira. Expelliarmus. ¿De por qué sigue? Ah, la última. La poción de embellecimiento. Y la escoba. Chuta. Después viene esto. Ataque inesperado. Ay, acromántula, no. Odio mi vida. Ok, vamos a tratar de llegar hasta la misión de la banda de Malfoy, porque realmente la quiero ver en directo. Así que vamos a cumplir misiones. Lo bueno es que estas misiones son cortas, así que se pasa rápido el tiempo. Ok, nos toca hablar con Kevin.
Hey, Kevin! Perfect timing. I was wondering if you could do me a bit of a favor.
¿Por qué yo le estaría pidiendo un favor a él? No importa.
Of course. Anything.
Would you be my partner in a duel against the Freys? They challenged me to a 2 versus 2 match in dueling club.
Anything but that.
Pobrecito, mi vida.
Me? Really? Wouldn't Daniel or Ivy be a better fit?
Don't get me wrong. Daniel's got great instincts, and Ivy's a powerful caster. But Fisher and Colby use a lot of dangerous magic. If I want to beat them, I need a partner who has a large arsenal of spells. Someone who will have an answer for any attack. Someone like you.
Knowing how to cast a spell and actually using it in a duel are two very different things.
Maybe, but you're smart and can think fast. You'll adapt quickly.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to refuse. I'd rather not cross the phrase unless absolutely necessary. Perhaps there's some other way I can help?
Got any spells you could teach me that'll be really effective against the phrase?
Actually, I think I know just the spell. Draw your wand. Expelliarmus!
But isn't it a bit basic?
Perhaps, but that doesn't make it any less useful. Just ask Harry Potter. It was his signature spell, you know. He even used it to defeat Voldemort. It was during the Battle of Hogwarts. With the last of his Horcruxes destroyed, Voldemort was finally mortal and vulnerable again. Harry cast a disarming charm at the same time Voldemort unleashed his killing curse. It was a fierce battle, but Harry's disarming charm won out. Harry claimed Voldemort's wand and rebounded his killing curse back at him, ridding the world of the Dark Lord once and for all. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that the phrase attacks will be hard to counter and avoid, but if you use the disarming charm...
I can knock the wands out of their hands before they can cast anything, of course. You might just be onto something, Kevin. I'm going to go and practice it right now.
Oh, wait! I hope you don't think me a coward for turning you down.
Not at all, Kevin. It was a big ask, and given how the phrase fight, I can't blame you for being reluctant.
Oh, well, that's a relief, I suppose. But what will you do about a partner?
Don't worry, I'll find someone else.
Ay, qué lindo ver ese flashback, ¿no? De ese momento, qué lindo.
Where's your partner? Don't tell me you're planning to duel us both by yourself.
He's just running a bit late.
Kevin, but you said...
I know what I said, and I regret it. I let my fear get in the way of being a good friend. I hope you can forgive me.
Of course, Kevin. Now come on, we have a duel to win.
Don't get cocky. Partner or not, you're still going to lose.
Sí, ya verás cómo voy a perder. Ya lo vas a ver, Fisher. Nadie subestima a una gran duelista como yo.
Incendio.
mandaste tarde, Kevin. Ese confrinco fue innecesario. Uy, ¿cómo se sienten?
You got lucky this time, but next time will be different.
I appreciate your help, Kevin, but now you're on the Frey's radar.
I know, but helping you was the right thing to do, even if my wobbly knees say otherwise.
Pobrecito. El hechizo Expelliarmus fue el favorito de Harry durante mucho tiempo, sinceramente. Creo que dependía más de eso que otra cosa. Sinceramente. Ok. La última poción desbloqueada. Vámonos allá. Y como no, Daniel siempre en el aula de pociones. Obviamente. Supongo que van a ir desbloqueando todos los años en Hogwarts, ¿no? Porque ya dentro de poco se viene el cuarto año, que obviamente voy a hacer directo de eso. Pero yo digo, tendremos hasta el séptimo año porque la verdad quiero ver qué pasa.
Hey, Daniel. Ivy said you were looking for me.
Yes, but don't worry, it's good news. I've finally made the perfect potion for Alma.
Alma? But you already came up with 2 brilliant potions for her. What more is there you could do?
What if I told you I could turn all eyes on her? She wouldn't just be noticed, she'd be the center of attention.
That sounds like a love potion. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Oh no, it's not Hortensia, nothing like that. It's perfectly harmless, more like a spotlight. When she's on the dance floor, every eye will be on her. They won't be able to look away. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Maybe. To be honest, I'm not sure if she knows what she wants. It could be she's just looking for a few friends, but we can take her this new potion. It might be the answer.
Ok. Ah, tiene la misma ropa que yo. Bueno, que yo me compré, ¿no?
Hi, Alma. How's the dance going? Great. Not for me, of course, but everyone else seems to be having a good time. Oh, well, your hair still looks great. I know, but it's just like before. Everybody looks great and stylish and amazing. I can't compete with that. I appreciate you trying to help me, but it doesn't matter what I do or what I change. I'm never going to stand out in this crowd. I mean, look at them. But it's fine. It was silly to think a potion was going to fix everything. And the thing is, I really like to dance. Well, that's why I wanted to get noticed in the first place. It's fun.
See, it's worse than I thought. I hope I made enough potion.
Daniel, wait! I don't think she needs another potion. I think she needs someone to ask her to dance.
To dance? You're joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I bet she's a great dancer. She just lacks the confidence to get out there on her own. That's why she wants to be noticed.
Maybe. But who's going to ask her?
I am. Alma, would you dance with me? Okay, but you don't have to do that. Why not? You said you really liked dancing, right? Of course, if you don't think you're good enough to keep up with me. Let's do it.
Ok, vamos a hacer el baile. En eso soy bastante buena también. Ay, soy buena en todo. Ni me lo digan. Soy buena en todo. Vamos a adelantar esta cinemática que no viene al caso. Ok. Vamos a buscar. A ver, aquí está Daniel. Alma. ¿Dónde estás? Ah, ya la vi. Las 4. Vamos con esta. Preludio navideño. Eso. Que no se note que me concentré. Ok, no estuvo tan mal, no estuvo tan mal, no estuvo tan mal. Ok. Me gustó. Me mata, pregúntale a Alma cómo se siente. Y está ahí. Pero bueno, está ahí. Tenemos que salir del lugar.
Alma, you were fantastic. Thanks. I really do love dancing. Moving to the music makes me feel like I don't have a care in the world. I could tell. And did you notice? Everyone was watching. What? They were watching us dance? No, they were watching you. I don't think you'll have a problem finding someone to dance with anymore. In fact, they're probably going to be lining up for the chance. Wow, and I thought people would only respond to the way I dressed or the color of my hair. That was silly, wasn't it? Well, yeah. You just had to show everyone the real Alma. And that's who you are when you're dancing. Confident, happy, free. Oh, much better than a potion any day, thank you. Daniel, too. You're both good friends. I hope he didn't waste too much time brewing all those potions. Daniel might complain, but he's always happiest when he's hunched over a cauldron. Just like you on the dance floor. I am. In fact, I can't wait to get back. Go! And if you ever run out of dance partners, I'll be there.
Listo. Muy bien. Ahora vamos con... ¿Qué vamos? Ok. Con la misión de la escoba. Ok, vamos. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó ahí? O sea, se paró porque saludó. Ah, Dios. Dirígete al sauce. ¿Para qué? Más fácil ir en escoba. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué hay ahí? ¿Qué es esto?
An old splinter of wood. I wonder if I could make something with it. I should ask Lottie. She's the most creative person I know.
Cámara. Sí. Antes que nada quiero recorrer un poco el lugar a ver si encuentro algo. Porque siempre se encuentran cosas, ¿eh? Ah, espera. Justo una poción de embellecimiento.
Hello! Oh, what have you got there? It's a piece of wood I found near the forest edge. I was thinking of making something with it, but I can't decide what. Boring. I mean, those are great, but isn't it obvious?
Robin, making wands is incredibly difficult. It takes years to learn how. Besides, that looks like a broken piece of broom to me.
Really? What kind of broom?
Let's see. The wood is obviously mahogany, and based on the grain, colour, and this bit of gold lettering, I'd say it was a Nimbus 2000.
Wow, a Nimbus. Can we fix it?
I think you'll need more than a single splinter to do that.
With a shot, right? Say, you're good at charms. Try a mending charm.
Obviamente reparo.
See? I told you. Flying brooms require a lot of complicated magic. It takes my dad hours to get everything just right, and he's a professional.
But it's a Nimbus 2000! Do you know what I could do with a Nimbus 2000? I know it's not the fastest broom anymore, but it's still really, really fast!
Vamos a entrar en mi imaginación. ¿Qué me voy a imaginar ahora? Ok.
Nimbus 2000!
Ahora entiendo lo que dice. Nimbus 2000. Che, apenas me hicieron daño, ¿eh? Nimbus 2000. Nimbus 2000.
That's great, Robin, but I still think you need more of the actual broom to even attempt to repair it.
Then let's find the rest of it. Where did you find this? Near the Whomping Willow, but I only found one piece.
Rats! But I suppose that explains how it got there. Someone flew into the tree. Ouch.
I think we'd know if someone crashed into the Whomping Willow.
Not if it happened years ago. Oh, let's go ask Professor McGonagall. She'll know. She's been here forever.
Qué coincidencia que justo McGonagall está ahí.
No, I don't recall a student flying a broom into the Whomping Willow. A Muggle automobile, yes, but not a broom.
Excuse me? Did you mean a flying car?
Yes, but that's a story for another time. I do, however, recall a broom that had lost its rider that was destroyed by the...
Now we're getting somewhere. When was that?
A few years before you were born, I'd say. If memory serves, it was a Nimbus 2000, and it belonged to none other than Harry Potter. It was during a Quidditch match, against Hufflepuff, I believe. There was a terrible storm, but it was the Dementors that caused Harry to fall. Professor Dumbledore saved him, but alas, no one thought to rescue his broom. Harry's friends gathered the splinters to give to him. It appears they may have missed one. Thank you for sharing this. You may do with it as you wish.
Wow, Harry Potter's Nimbus 2000! I mean, I know it's just a splinter, but wow!
I think you should have it, Robin. I've got plenty of brushes. This should be with someone who would appreciate it for what it all...
Really? Thanks!
Robin, are you crying?
No, it's just... I can't believe I might own Harry Potter's Nimbus 2000!
Ay, Dios mío. Muy bien. Ok, y después esto... ¡Uy! Ok. Vámonos entonces. Esto se va a poner bueno, se los aseguro.
Kevin is definitely getting better at flying. You're right. He hasn't fallen off his broom once today. Exactly. What about Crane, Daniel? Is she still talking to that group of 50ers?
Yes. Did either of you find out anything else about what she's been up to?
I asked Gossamer to watch her, and he hasn't reported anything surprising. He does say she follows Professor Longbottom wherever he goes. I hate this. If we could just tell Crane, she'd stop pestering the professor.
Maybe, but we still need to find the key. Don't worry, Ivy. No one's going to get hurt, I promise.
Did you see that? Kevin did a full spin without throwing up. I'm so proud of him. We're going to practice with some Quidditch equipment now. Throw me that quaffle, will you?
Sure, that sounds like fun. Here, catch.
What's this? Quidditch practice? You don't mind if I examine your ball, do you?
No, but it's just a quaffle, isn't it?
Indeed it is, although it never hurts to check. Tell me, have any of you witnessed any unusual happenings on or around or above the Quidditch pitch?
What do you mean by unusual?
Out of the ordinary, uncommon, abnormal, atypical, unexpected. Shall I go on?
No, we haven't seen anything.
Disappointing. Do keep an eye open for anything unusual. Preferably 2 eyes. Good day.
Who do you think she was watching? Who else is flying today?
It's mostly just been Kevin and me. And Elliot Evers, of course, but he's always training. He's so good. Oh, and Professor Longbottom stopped by as well.
Just like Gossamer said.
Maybe. Robin, I think Kevin has already found the golden snitch.
What? The snitch is still in our trunk.
Ok, eso fue raro. No les voy a mentir. Lo que faltaba, que lo noqueen de esa manera.
Here he is! I found him!
Oh, Kevin! Are you all right? Speak to me!
I think I fell. Gravity and all that. Did I snatch the snitch?
That wasn't our golden snitch.
I know. I didn't see where the other snitch came from, but when he tried to catch it, he got smacked in the head by an errant bludger, which also wasn't ours.
Came out of nowhere. My face hurts.
Oh, you poor dear. I should take him to see Madame Pomfrey, but I don't see his broom.
You're worried about his broom?
It's a Firebolt Supreme!
Take him to the hospital. We'll find the firebolt.
Come on, Kev. I'll take care of you.
What's that? It's a bludger. This must be what hit Kevin. That's odd.
I found the firebolt.
What are you doing here?
Sorry, we were just looking for this.
Young witches and wizards should not venture into the forest alone. It is not safe.
We'll be going then, Mr.
My name is Bane. Come, I will show you the way.
Here's the snitch.
No, child, don't.
Ay, no, no puede ser. Qué asco.
Incendio.
I'll go first. I'm ready if you are.
Chinese fireball dragon. Standard book of spells. Expulsive. Thunderstorm. Incoming. Watch out. Fast
asco, weón. No me pueden dar más asco las arañas. Sobre todo cromántulas. Acabo de ver dos bunnies. ¿Qué onda?
Get back, you foul thing! Back, I say!
¿Ese se parece al enmascarado o yo estoy loca? Porque me acuerdo sus facciones. Bueno, sí, estoy
How do
loca.
you feel? Tired and sore. What happened? You and Daniel were bitten. Madame Pomfrey says you didn't take on much venom, so you should be fine. She wants you to stay here tonight as a precaution. How did we escape? Did someone else show up to help?
Elliot Evers. He arrived just in time.
Elliot saw the whole thing from above and flew down to help. He saved us.
Saved us? Or was spying on us?
Daniel, are you all right?
Esme? What are you doing here?
They told me you were hurt. What's happened? Can you walk? Do you need the nurse?
I'm fine, really. It was just a few spiders. Wait, how did you even get here?
They sent someone, a big fellow. What does that matter? What were you even doing in the Forbidden Forest?
That was my fault. It was my bludger that knocked your friend out of the sky.
So why did you throw it at Kevin in the first place?
I didn't. That bludger is charmed to follow a particular golden snitch wherever it goes, so I can practice alone. I lost the snitch in the sun, and before I could find it again, your friend had grabbed it.
If it wasn't for him, I'm not sure we would have made it out alive.
Thank you so much. I don't know what I would do if something happened to Daniel. He's all I've got left.
I can take care of myself.
No, you can't. You barely seem able to keep yourself alive, Daniel. Oh, what am I going to do with you? Elliot, may I have a word with you? In private?
I don't trust him. He just showed up to save us. And now here he is, making friends with my sister.
Relax, Daniel. Elliot is just trying to help. Now, get some rest. You both need it.
No, Mom, don't leave me. Where am I?
You're still in the hospital. You were dreaming again about Mum and Dad. You need to let them go. They're criminals, remember?
Not Mum. It wasn't her fault. It was an accident.
Daniel, what am I going to do with you? I've tried so hard to take care of us, and you want to throw it all away fighting monsters and sticking up for them.
I'm sorry, Esme. You mean everything to me. You're all I've got left, too.
That's not true. You've got your friends. They care a lot about you. And Elliot seemed nice. Maybe you should be friends with him.
Just because Elliot chased off a few spiders doesn't mean we have to be friends.
Don't be so stubborn, Daniel. Elliot is a good wizard. You could learn a thing or two from him. That's why I asked him to keep an eye on you. So be nice. For me?
Fine, if it means that much to you.
Thank you. Now, you still need your rest, and I need to get home. Be good, okay?
Goodbye, Esme.
Todo esto es muy raro, che. Todo esto es muy raro. No sé por qué, pero me da una muy mala impresión.
And that's where they found her. Crane claims she was attacked by not me, but it's obvious she was just snooping around Professor Longbottom's office.
Maybe we should take a closer look at him too, just in case.
But we know it's not Longbottom. We were there.
And so was he. I'm not saying the professor is a villain, just that it's possible he had something to do with it. Maybe he supports Not Me's message. Sharing magic with muggles isn't exactly dark wizard-worthy behavior.
Maybe not, but it's still illegal.
And all I'm saying is it's worth investigating. That's it.
Hello, Daniel.
Oh, it's you. Coming to check on me already?
Esme's just worried about you. She thought you might benefit from some extra guidance.
I'm doing just fine, thanks.
Trust me, I can relate to getting into trouble. I've been to McGonagall's office plenty of times in 7 years. Making friends in high places, it's all part of the game.
What game?
Life, of course. We're all playing, but some of us are better at it than others.
Yeah, and most of the time it feels like everyone else cheats.
That's because the game is rigged, my friend. It's just like Quidditch. If you want to win, sometimes you have to bend the rules.
I don't think cheating is necessary to have a good life.
Oh? Then perhaps you'd care to test that theory.
Are you crazy? We're in the hospital. We'll get in trouble.
It appears to me that we're alone, and I'll try to make it fast.
¿En serio tenemos que... ¿En serio tengo que luchar contra él?
Confringo. Standard Book of Spells.
I'll go first. I'm ready if you are.
Voy a aprovechar el locano. Creo que tengo que ir con los golpes.
You can still win.
Mooncalf. Nimbus 2000. Expulso.
Mierda, no se cansa de lanzar golpes.
Thunderbird. Standard Book of Spells. Stack of Monster Book of Monsters. Phoenix.
Hey, lo vencí. Eso sí que fue frenético.
That's not fair. You cheated.
Was this a formal duel? No. I won. Nothing else matters. You see, there are shortcuts to everything. You just need to know where to look. And you must be strong, even if you're afraid. Do you think I defeated that acromantula because I was afraid of it? No. I beat it because I was stronger.
¿En serio?
I'm not afraid.
Fear is weakness, but it can also be motivation. Use it, feed off it, and your power will grow. That's how you protect your sister. Show everybody how strong you really are. Understand?
Lo está manipulando. Eso obvio.
Good. Now, come on, let's get you back to your dormitory. Filch has been skulking around here threatening everyone with detention, and you definitely don't want to run into him.
Definitely not.
Ok. Vamos con la misión. Chuta. Vamos con la misión de la banda de Malfoy. Oh my goodness. ¿Después qué viene? Ok, el vociferador. No puedo creerlo. Ok. Disculpen, me estoy acomodando. Habla con el profesor Longbottom. ¿Qué recuerdos tendrá?
Right. Today's practical exam should be quite simple. You'll be repotting the Dittany in front of you and choosing the correct new growing medium. Points will be given for both speed and accuracy. Is everyone ready?
Ready. Ready, Professor.
Excellent. All right. Begin. My poor plants. Who did this? No one answers? In that case, detention.
All of us? But we didn't do anything. It was all Cassandra.
Do you have any proof?
No.
Well then, detention. Whoever was responsible will have to think long and hard about what they've done. And the rest of you can think on being more careful around living things. Class dismissed.
I just don't understand her. Some days she's so mean. Other days she's almost nice. But this...
This was a step too far.
The worst? You really think she's bad?
Well, yeah. Who else would have hidden a venomous tentacula in our patch?
You can't prove it was her, Daniel. And besides, she's not nearly as bad as some of the bullies in my year.
Who were they?
Slytherins. They made my life a nightmare.
What did they do?
Too much to say, but I shouldn't gossip. And I have to get these plants repotted before their roots dry. On with you, get to your next class.
Who do you think those Slytherins were?
I don't know, but if they were worse than Cassandra, I almost don't want to find out.
¿En serio eso fue todo? Ah, no. A ver. Hay más. Hay más.
It's not fair. We shouldn't be in here. This was all Cassandra's doing.
You heard Professor Longbottom. We don't have any proof.
We don't need proof. Why would we hide a tentacula in our own trough? We know it was Cassandra. It's always her. Besides, you know how much she loves venomous tentacula.
Oh, I know. I've heard her talking to her plants like they're pets. Then again, I've heard you talking to your potions the same way.
What's this? Students making merry when they're in detention.
We weren't having fun. Don't worry about that.
Maybe an extra 2 hours of polishing would do it. And then you can clean the toilets.
What? No, that's not fair. We're almost done with all the trophies.
Don't look like it to me. Detention ain't like the old days. Wouldn't see no kids laughing when they're hanging by their toes in the dungeons. Nope, not like the old days at all. Shame, really. Thought we turned a corner with the Inquisitorial Squad.
The what?
Inquisitorial Squad. Head Mistress Umbridge's brilliant idea. She had vision. Knew that students needed to be put in their place.
But what did the Inquisitorial Squad do?
Kept other students in check. Important to have a man on the inside. Mostly Slytherins, including 3 of the best this school has ever seen.
3 de los mejores estudiantes. Puede ser Draco, pero los otros 2 eran 2 pelmazos. A mí no me jodas. Ahí están. Tan lindos.
Enough talking. Back to work, or it's scrubbing the dungeons for the 2 of you.
I wonder if those are the same Slytherins Professor Longbottom was talking about.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm just glad they're not at school anymore.
Same here, but aren't you just a little curious? A group that notorious, even now they're still talked about?
Yeah, for being cruel.
Still, I think we should do some research to find out who they were. And I think I know right where to check.
You do?
Filch mentioned an Umbridge. I bet she'd know more.
Well then, looks like we'll have to find out more about her.
¿Y dónde vamos? Wow, la verdad que lo están haciendo bastante largo y eso me gusta porque encima se trata de Malfoy, así que yo feliz.
I don't get it. She was a headmaster, right? So why isn't her portrait anywhere?
It doesn't make any sense. It's like they've erased all memory of her.
Y justo viene Neville. Qué linda.
Hello, you two. What do you do in the halls in this hour? It's nearly bedtime.
We were searching for Professor Umbridge's portrait, but can't find a thing. Did you know her?
Why would you be researching her?
We were trying to find out more about those bullies you mentioned. Filch mentioned Umbridge's Inquisitorial Squad. We figured it might be the same group, but we can't find note of them anywhere.
For good reason. That was a dark time in Hogwarts history.
What happened? Those Slytherins sound like real nasty characters.
They were. 3 of them. Draco Malfoy, Vincent Crabbe, and Gregory Goyle. They stalk these halls like they own the place. Biggest bullies I've ever seen. Never saw one without the others. On their own, they weren't particularly terrible. But together...
Ay, Dios. Nunca me sentí tan emocionada por algo. Vamos allá. Ay, qué lindo. Encima el dibujo que hicieron de Draco es precioso. Literal, es hermoso. Me encanta, son los lacayos leales de Malfoy. Lacayos, ¿eh? Y pensar que uno de ellos murió en la guerra de Hogwarts. Dado que Draco Malfoy, el líder del trío, puede lanzar ataques inesperados. A ver la varita. Ah, se parece mucho a la que, bueno, me compré. Bastante parecida. Es muy lindo Draco, ¿eh? Son prácticamente inseparables. Si derrotan a uno, los demás huyen. Okay.
I'll go first. I'm ready if you are.
¿Dónde?
Do you know who my father is?
Listo, chao. Qué fácil. Encima me encantó. ¿Sabes quién es mi padre?
Wow, they sound worse than Cassandra.
Cassandra might have a few sharp edges, but Malfoy and his gang were nothing but malice and spite. Even sided with you-know-who during the Battle of Hogwarts. At least, at first.
No way! I can't believe anyone at Hogwarts would side with him.
Like I said, dark days. But even Malfoy came around in the end. He sided with Harry Potter and his allies.
Y sí, era obvio.
Redeemed himself? Really?
Really. Even the worst bullies have something to make them human. Remember that. Now, off to bed with you. Trust me, you do not want a second attention with Filch.
Well, I guess it's one mystery solved.
Even if Malfoy turned to good at the end, I think I'm glad he and his friends aren't at Hogwarts anymore. I'll take Cassandra and her snark any day over them.
Somos dos, Daniel, somos dos. Literalmente Draco era el matón de Hogwarts. Literalmente. Muy bien. Vamos con el vociferador. ¿Crees? Ok. Tenemos chance para... ¿Puedes dejar de saludar? Tenemos chance para hacer esta y hacer también la parte 4. Así que vamos allá. Bueno, yo estoy emocionada por la siguiente misión. O sea, misión más adelante. Que es el final. Que vamos a ver a Hermione por primera vez. ¿Qué pasó? Habla con Robin. ¿Qué habrá pasado? Antes que nada vamos a recorrer un poquito el lugar. A ver si encontramos algo. Ah, por cierto, acá está el contador de las casas. Pero bueno, creo que cambiaron los colores o no sé. Porque acá tendría que estar Ravenclaw. Y bueno, este se supone que debería ser Hufflepuff. Pero no sé. Las cosas cambiaron. Ah, por cierto. Me encanta lo de las ranas. Eso te digo.
You know, Robin, the food isn't going anywhere. You can't stop to breathe.
I know. I just can't wait to go outside and get on my broom.
Ella es una obsesiva del Quidditch.
But I thought we were all going to revise for our History of Magic exam today.
Oh, yeah, but it's so nice out. Seems a shame to waste the day indoors studying, doesn't it? Besides, I've nearly perfected the sloth grip rope.
¡Hala! Un vociferador así de una.
Oh, no.
It's all right. The letter didn't get too soggy from the porridge. You should still be able to read it.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Then what's the matter?
It's a howler. Mom sent me a howler.
Best to open it and get it over with. The longer you put it off, the worse it'll be.
Robin, Huang, Thistlethwaite! Your father and I have been patient, but enough is enough! If you don't buckle down and raise your marks, we will have no choice but to ground you. Literally! That means no flying and certainly no Quidditch! If I get one more report from your professors that your head is in the clouds and not in your studies, I will come up there and confiscate your broom myself!
Señora Weasley, ¿es usted?
What am I going to do? I'll die if I can't fly.
The solution's obvious, isn't it? All you have to do is
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done. I've never been very good at reading or memorizing facts.
Don't worry, Robin. We're here to help you. Why don't we start with the material for this week's History of Magic exam? Let's see. Who was Emmerich the Evil?
He was that wizard who wore a jellyfish as a hat, wasn't he?
No, That was Uric the Oddball. Emmerich the Evil was a wizard who terrorized the south of England in the early Middle Ages. He was killed in a duel against Egbert the Egregious, remember?
No, that's the problem. All this history stuff is so boring. Even when I do manage to get through reading without falling asleep, I always mix up all the names and dates.
Maybe it's not the material you find boring, but the studying method, Robin. Grab your broom and meet me on the Quidditch pitch. I have an idea.
Ok. Vamos allá. El método de estudio sí puede ser aburrido, así que es mejor ingeniárselas para poder aprender más rápido.
Not that I'm complaining about getting to fly, but are you sure this is a good idea? The exam is in just a few days.
The solution's obvious, isn't it? All you have to do is revise.
Traditional revising methods might work for us, Kevin, but they're clearly not working for Robin. That's why I'm proposing a more hands-on approach, one that takes advantage of Robin's strengths. Robin, you and I are going to act out the duel between Emmerich the Evil and Egbert the Egregious. You can be Emmerich, mounted on a fearsome dragon steed he was rumored to ride. I'll be Egbert.
Why not? If it helps me keep my flying privileges, I'll try anything.
Troll! Inflatus! Incarcerate! Monster! Inflatus! Howler! Spiders! Howler! Toughness! Incarcerate!
Centaur!
Inflatus! Inflatus!
Madagot!
Incarcerate!
Lizard 2000! Monster!
Inflatus!
Listo.
And so, Emmerich the Evil was slain by Egbert the Egregious, thus ending his reign of terror, once and for all.
Did it work?
Let's see. Robin, when and where did Emmerich the Evil operate?
The south of England in the early Middle Ages?
That's correct. Well done, Robin. You remembered. And well done to you too for figuring out a revising method that actually worked.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you actually made revising fun. Thank you. Now come on. We've still got 9 chapters worth of material to act out.
De nada. Yo sé que soy una genia, pero no lo digan. Ok, vámonos con el 4. Un cambio preocupante. Ay. ¿Qué hora es? 49. Ok. Terminamos esto y ya corto acá.
Hello, where's Daniel? Wait, let me guess. He's with Elliot Evers. Again. You don't approve? I wouldn't say that, but Daniel hasn't been focused on finding the key. Since he began spending so much time with his new friend, I guess I'm just worried.
Worried about what, Ivy?
Nothing. How's Elliot?
He's very busy, but he did find the time to teach me a couple of advanced defensive spells. And a few offensive ones, too.
Be careful, Daniel. Messing around with advanced magic isn't a good idea.
Look who's talking.
All right, settle down. Today, we're going to work with several species of vampiric vegetation. Which means we need to review defanging techniques. Everyone come up and pick a plant. Gloves on, please. Excellent work, class. I think even a muggle dentist would be impressed.
And what, good sir, would a muggle need with a collection of defanged vegetation? Perhaps for a display of magical might in front of some other muggles,
Ay,
maybe?
Dios, qué conspiradora.
What are you talking about? Are you all right, Miss Gray?
Oh, I'm quite all right. Tell me, Professor, where does one store such potentially illegal vegetation? Perhaps in a secret storeroom in the dungeons?
Who told you that?
I have my sources.
Well, yes, I have a storeroom, but it's hardly a secret. Just full of odds and ends. Seeds, mostly. Nothing illegal, I assure you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Merlin's beard. That's all for today. Class dismissed.
I think Crane might be coming undone.
Maybe. We'd better follow her and see what's in that dungeon. It could be the key.
Pobre Neville, en serio, me da una pena, pobrecito. Literalmente le anda detrás suponiendo cosas como si fueran... ¿Qué?
It doesn't look like she's found anything. I still don't see how Professor Longbottom could be in league with not me. It just doesn't make sense.
Who knows? Elliot said everyone's a suspect.
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Elliot, what are you doing here?
Having a bit of fun. Watch.
Aha! I have you now, not me. That's not possible!
Why aren't her spells working? Because it's a boggart, isn't it, Elliot? You told her Professor Longbottom was hiding something here, and then set a trap for her.
Yes. She deserved it for all the trouble she's caused.
No! I must capture you! I can't fail. Not again.
This feels...
If you want to act the hero, be my guest. See you around, Daniel.
Does anyone remember how to fight a boggart?
Ridiculous.
How about 3 of them? Chinese fireball dragon.
I'll go first. I'll do my best, I promise.
Standard Book of Spells. Sectum Simpler.
That's it for me. Don't give up.
Niffler. Whooper. Expulso. Incendio. Confringo. Nimbus 2000. Also. Standard Book of Spells. Moonhawk. Unicorn.
All right, here goes.
Incendio. Confringo.
I'll try to figure out a better way.
Thunderbird. Expulso.
Listo. Qué difícil, che. Lo bueno de tener cartas de movimiento.
Mom? You turned your back on the family, Daniel. Have you forgotten who you are?
No. I'll protect Esme. I'll be a good boy, Mum. I promise.
A good boy? No, Daniel. You're bad. Just like me.
Ridiculous. Are you okay, Daniel?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine. It just surprised me.
Was that your mother?
No, I don't know. The boggart got it wrong. She's a good person. I'm a good person.
Crane ran off. I think she was embarrassed. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
No. I'm fine, Ivy. Let's go.
Qué feo.
There they go. This is so exciting. Do you think either of them has a chance? There's only one position open, but Robin is very good. As for Kevin, I think he'll be happy to just stay upright on his broom.
Speaking of embarrassments, Crane is coming over. She's not alone. There's another woman with her. Hello, Miss Crane. Feeling better?
What? Oh, yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Now, children, allow me to introduce Rita Skeeter, reporter extraordinaire, and I'm proud to say, a good friend. Rita, these are the 3 students I mentioned.
Ah, yes. The trio who heroically battled the nefarious Not Me to save... what was it again? A bush?
It was a tree in Hogsmeade.
I understand, dear. You couldn't help but get involved, could you? There's a few like you every year. You stumble into trouble, lured by danger's siren song. It's the nature of this school, Lindarina. I'm sure of it. It inspires even the most hopeless to be heroes.
Hopeless? Do I look hopeless to you?
Not entirely, no. You do look a tad familiar, however. Have we met before? Been in the papers, have you?
No, I'm nobody.
My dear, we're all somebody, although some of us are more important than the rest.
Is that Professor Longbottom? I'll be right back.
Still, there's something about you, isn't there? Is it possible I've met your parents?
I doubt very much you've met Daniel's parents. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're trying to watch the Quidditch tryouts.
Yes, very thrilling, I'm sure. But I didn't come here to cover Quidditch, did I?
If you're here to write about Crane, good luck. Her investigation is a mess. I don't think there's anything you can say that's going to help her.
Help her? What makes you think I'm here to do that? I doubt anyone would read that. But you, there's still something about your face. Are you sure I've never met your mother?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. It was wonderful to meet you all. Good luck with your Quidditch tryouts.
Actually, I think the tryouts are over. That was fast. Is that good or bad? I don't know. But here comes Kevin. At least he's still in one piece. Don't tell him we missed most of his flying. Kevin, you were, great!
Thank you. Be sure to tell Robin. The only reason I can fly this crazy broom is because of her. Did you see her up there? She was brilliant.
I made the team!
I want you to have this. You're already so good, but you deserve to fly the best broom in the sky. I can't wait to see you win us the Quidditch Cup.
I made the team, and I get to ride a firebolt!
Where's Daniel? He said something about sending an owl to his mother, which I told him he couldn't do because they won't let owls into Azkaban. And then he said he had a better idea about how to talk to her and left. I'm sure it involves Elliot Evers, whatever it is. No, I don't think it does. You better come with me. I know where he went.
Vaya. Ay, no pensé que volvería a ver a Rita Skeeter. Qué personaje nefasto. Pero no supera a Umbridge.
Daniel wants to be alone. He needs to do this.
Let us pass, Elliot. We know what's best for our friend.
I don't think you know Daniel at all. He's not who you think he is. He's special.
We know him better than you. Now get out of our way.
No. If you want to see Daniel, you're going to have to get through me.
If you insist.
Oh, qué lindo. O sea, una de Daniel nomás. Dale.
I'm ready if you are.
Standard book of spells. Fireball. Alchemy. Sectum Sempra.
That's it for me. Don't give up.
Incendio. Thunderbird.
gané. Era obvio que iba a ganar.
Look at you. Daniel, the good boy. You're not a good boy. You're the same as your father, your brother, and me. You know it's true. I'm a criminal, and I always have been. Stop lying to yourself and accept it. What are you afraid of, Danny?
Leave him alone. Ridiculous.
Daniel, why did you come here?
I missed her. I know that sounds crazy because it's just a boggart and not my mom, but it's not the only reason I came. If Gridley's right, if Mum's really a criminal, what does that make me?
You're not a bad person, Daniel. Trust me. I know about these things, remember?
I thought about that, Ivy. But this is different. I don't need to fight anyone to know who I am. I can feel it in my heart. When Elliot tricked Crane into finding the boggart, I knew it was wrong, but I was glad he did it. She deserved it.
No, I don't believe it. You're a good person, Daniel.
You're not listening, Ivy. I don't care if I'm good or bad. I want to be strong, powerful. I want to win, whatever it takes.
That doesn't make you a bad person, and it certainly doesn't make you a criminal, even if your whole family is in jail.
Not all of them. Esme is a good person, and I'm going to protect her no matter what. Gridley said I should embrace who I am, and I'm going to do that.
You sound just like Elliot.
Do I? Good. He's going to be a powerful wizard, Ivy. And so am I. Ridiculous. You see? I'm not afraid anymore. And I know exactly who I am.
Oh my god, esto va a estar... terrible. Sin duda, Elliot... ¿cómo se dice? Lo retorció de alguna manera a Daniel. Pobrecito. Pero bueno. Tengo pociones para elaborar. ¿En serio? Bueno, vamos a aprovecharlo. Ah, bien. Me salió una poción excelente. Bien, está bien. Ok. Sinceramente se está poniendo bueno. Así que bueno. Por suerte no tenemos tantas misiones como yo esperaba. Porque, o sea, acá tenemos 2 nomás. Acá tenemos, como ven, tenemos 3. Estas 3. Y después viene acá. Y acá tenemos solo una. Así que, bueno, 2. Así que no son muchas misiones realmente. Después creo que sigue acá. Sí, ¿no? Sí. Esta sí, así. De hecho, está el camino acá. Así. Y después para el otro lado. Vamos a ver. Desde que el diario del profeta puso a la familia de Dani en el centro de atención, instantáneamente fue objeto de burlas y acusaciones. Sin importar qué pasó. Creo definitivamente que no es un criminal. Realmente no. lo que haya pasado con su familia no lo conviertan en un criminal, obviamente. Esos son los errores que cometieron sus padres y su hermano, dado el caso. Él no tiene nada que ver con eso. Él no es igual a su familia, y eso seguro. Por otra parte, lo voy a dejar hasta acá. Después voy a seguir, obviamente. Vamos a completar el tercer año hoy. Hoy lo completamos. Y ya, bueno, ya también vamos a completar las misiones que quedan y todo eso. Así que... Y después de ahí, después de completar el tercer año, nos vamos a enfocar en tirar en... No, esto no. Nos vamos a enfocar acá. La rueda del misterio. Porque yo ya tengo 3 llaves. Ok, tengo ya 3 llaves. Y puedo comprar más llaves. Obviamente porque quiero desbloquear. Sinceramente, a mí lo que más me interesa ahora es la varita y la ropa. Nada más. Es lo único que me importa. Así que bueno, ya tengo 1192. Estamos bien, así que no sé si seguir ahorrando las gemas para ver hasta dónde llego. Y bueno, todo eso. Y podríamos gastar estas 3 llaves. Pero eso lo vamos a hacer después. Ahora no. Así que bueno, hasta acá dejo el directo. Espero que lo hayan disfrutado, que lo hayan pasado bien. Antes de irme, quiero ver si Madame Malkin trajo algo nuevo, ya que estamos. No creo. Sinceramente no creo, pero bueno. No está de más revisar, realmente. Ok. A ver... Oh, ya sabemos más o menos acá lo que hay.
These gowns are carefully cut from fine materials. Please, take your pick.
Este está lindo. Gabardina otoñal. Está lindo acá. Porque según sé, a medida que vas completando y todo eso, subiendo de rango también, desbloqueas cosas nuevas, por eso. Pero está bueno, ¿eh? Ah, panque. Te voy a sacar. ¿Qué es lo que tengo puesto? Esto. Listo. Ok, vamos a ver acá qué hay de nuevo.
Go ahead. Please, take your time.
Es lo raro. Ok, listo. Muy bien. Muy bien. Hasta acá lo dejo. Espero que les haya gustado. Acá tenemos a Madame Malkin. Así que bueno, nada. Acá lo dejo y bueno. Nos vemos en un rato. Y personaje dice que sí. Nos vemos en un rato. Oh, sí. Adiós.